그 회원들
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global multi-level marketing company with a presence across the globe, surpassing 2.2 trillion Korean won in global sales and with a global membership of 15 million. Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices. Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Atomy Hemohim surpassed 2 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, ranked #1 in domestic health functional food exports. With 19 international patents for a single product, it is forging a unique history in the realm of health functional foods.
Absolute Skincare, which has become one of the best-selling cosmetics in the industry, with sales of 100 billion Korean won every year since its launch. Absolute Skincare received King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office in 2021 for the first time in the cosmetics industry, and was selected as world-class product for next generation, selected by Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy in 2022.
Atomy practices customer-centered management in all its business activities. And such efforts were recognized by the acquisition of Customer-Centered Management certification for 3 consecutive years, which is a unique accomplishment in the industry. Starting with the U.S. branch in 2010, Atomy is a global company that opened 26 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, Europe, etc., with 15 million members worldwide.
In 2023, Atomy opened its European branch and has plans for global expansion, with a focus on Africa, Latin America, and emerging markets.
Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's Success System, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth.
As the next generation broadcaster bridging online and offline realms, the Success Seminar manifests Atomy's vision for members worldwide. It presents a vision of global success that transcends time and space by merging business and culture.
The ACTS project has been initiated to cultivate global leaders and empower our active members around the world. Atomy is dedicated to providing full support for fostering global business activities. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies, such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Atomy strives to minimize its environmental impact across all business activities. Through policies like transitioning products to zero plastic and introducing eco-friendly smart packaging solutions with the goal of becoming a global eco-friendly leader. Sharing is a mission that all companies must fulfill. As a result of its consistent annual giving for the last 3 years, Atomy has secured the #1 rank in the distribution industry for donations as a percentage of revenue among the top 500 companies in the country. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work, Korea. Atomy's executives, employees, partnering companies, and members all practice sharing together to improve the lives of all members of society. Whenever sharing is needed around the world, global branches will be united to support happiness for all. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Global Top English Seminar. I'll be your host for today once again, Diamond Master Daniel. So let's just say hi to one another and start off our day. And so thank you all for joining us today. And so we have quite a bit of speakers today to get through. So I'll get right through it. But before we begin, let me introduce our Koreanic translator, Sales Master Kua from Norway. Thank you so much, Sales Master Kua. And as once again, thank you all for joining us today. And so those of you who are coming in late, please make sure to try to be on time if possible. And for your partners who are still not here, please encourage them to come, even if they're a bit late. It's still fine. The fact that they can attend is the biggest factor in their growth and success. And make sure to select the right language channel at the bottom. If you are listening in Koreanic, there is the Korean channel. So please select that as well. And so now let's move on with our first speaker for today, who will be covering our products. Let's give a big round of applause for our sales master, David.
company motto.
Oh, sorry. Before we begin, we do have to cover the company motto. So let me just go ahead and do that. So you can follow along. Okay, yeah. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's begin. Cherish the
Cherish
spirit,
the
create
Create
the
great
vision,
division.
follow the
Follow the
faith,
faith.
serve
Service.
in
humility.
humility.
Yeah.
Aja,
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 aja.
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 Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, so let's get right back into today. We have a bit of a few speakers today, and so we'll be covering our first speaker for products. A big round of applause for our sales master, David.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is David Kim. I'm a sales master from the Toronto Newegg Center. So today I'll just be talking about 3 simple products that everyone enjoys, or if you haven't tried any of Atomy's products or want to share with your friends, I highly recommend you these 3 products. They're all from the kitchen. So everyone needs these 3 products, right? Because we cook, clean, and have to clean our dishes. So the first product is Atomy's dish detergent. So this is $12 before tax and a PV of 3100. So, oh, sorry. So this one is a very high concentrated detergent. Very easy to use, very clean and safe as well. You could clean your vegetables and fruits, like the little film over it. You can just clean it very easily with Atomy's dish detergent. As you can see here, the broccoli with the white foggy part and the wash part, you can see it's completely clean and the wax is washed off, right? So this dish detergent is really well used efficiently. You don't need a lot either. You could dilute it with water in your if you have a soap dispenser. If not, you could just use a little bit on your sponge and then you could just wash your dishes or clean your apples. I just put like a little bit of soap water for my apples and just rub it for a quick second, and then I rinse off with water. And this basically cleans out the wax really easily. Like you could even feel the difference between it, right? Because the wax isn't good for our bodies. So the next one is the scrub, Atomy scrub, right? A sponge. It's $5 and a PV of 1000. This is a multi-purpose sponge. It has a rough surface and also a soft surface. So you could use it really well. And to know if it's gone bad is basically the difference in color. Brand new one, it will be blue, light blue, sky blue, right? And then when you keep using it for a certain amount of time, 1 month, 2 months goes by, it'll start turning green. And this is when you have to throw out your sponge and start opening a new pack or getting a new one because it comes in a pack of 3, right? So very easy to know when to replace your sponge. It's very soft for your dishes, so you don't get any scratches or anything as well. And the last one is Atomy's stainless steel scrubbers. So this is $5 and a PV of 750. So not a lot of people talk about this, but this is made with one of the best stainless steels that could be made. It's 304 stainless steel, which is rust resistant. It's very soft as well on your hands and on your stainless steel pots. I highly recommend you guys to try it. You can also use it on your barbecue grill because it is almost summertime. If you want to use your barbecue grill and you have nothing to clean it with, Atomy stainless steel scrubbers could be used easily to clean your pots, your grills, or even your stove tops, right? And the difference, or to make it clean, you see how it's like this dirty from like your meat or whatever. So, and after you clean it, it basically looks brand new, like you just bought your product again or your frying pan. So I highly recommend you guys to try these 3 products or even the first 2. Easy to share with your friends as well. And yes, thank you all for listening.
Thank you so much for that insightful product presentation. Definitely, Atomy has a lot of great products to offer, and it's a great way for you to get started in using some of these daily household essentials. And so now we'll be moving on to our next speaker who will be covering their Go Meet 100 challenge. And let us give a big round of applause for our sales master, Lisa.
네, 안녕하세요. 캐나다에서 애터미 사업을 하고 있는 리사입니다.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sales Master Lisa from Canada.
네, 저는 오늘 백만갑을 한 이야기를 하려고 합니다.
And so today I want to share with you guys about my 100 Go 100 challenge.
네, 저는 애터미를 시작하고서 사람을 소개받아서 그 집을 찾아가거나 그 사람을 만난 적은 있으나 정식으로 이렇게 백만갑을 한 적은 처음입니다.
And so I have gone to others' houses through introductions and so forth, but this is the first time I have done this 100 people challenge by my own.
네, 저의 원래 성격은 사람 만나는 것을 그리 썩 좋아하지 않는 성격이라서, 그리고 또 처음 본 사람은 더욱더 두렵고 그리고 더 힘들어하는, 그리고 부담감이 있는 스러워하는 성격이라서 처음에는 이렇게까지 해야 하나 하는 생각도 들고, 어, 사실 마음의 갈등이 없지 않아 있었습니다.
And so for me, uh, in my personality, I'm very reserved and kind of shy and introverted. So it was very difficult for me to challenge and do this challenge. And I even thought that why do I even have to do something like this? Why can't I just be like how I am before? And I had a lot of struggles in overcoming and doing this challenge in the beginning.
네, 하지만 내가 성공이라는 것만 본다면 꼭 거쳐야 하는 관문이라고 생각을 해서 그리고 또 나 혼자가 아닌 스폰서이신 우리 에스터 국장님과 또 그리고 또 파트너 사장님과 함께하는 길이라면 성공의 길이 더욱 가까울 거라고 생각을 했습니다.
And I thought that if I am aiming towards the goal, which is success, then this is the process that I must take. And that if I'm able to do this along with my sponsor, Cheryl Vesta Esther, then I think that I would be able to reach that success much quicker.
네, 공유 가능할까요?
네, 가능합니다.
네. 네, 여기가 우리 파트너 사장님이 하시는 식당 앞입니다. 여기 중간에 세 명이 찍은 사진 중에 중간에 계신 분이 여기 사장님이신데, 이렇게 중간에 이렇게 테이블을 깔아놓고서 일일이 찾아가는 시스템이 아닌 우리 찾아오게 만들었습니다.
And so here we set up a location in front of our one of our partners' restaurant. And then here, as you can see in the middle picture, and we set up it in a way that where instead of we go to find others, others come to find us.
그랬더니 정말 많은 사람들이 궁금해서 이게 뭔가 하고 찾아오시더라고요.
And so when doing so, many people were actually curious and started to approach us.
원래 여기 캐나다가 많은 여러 나라 사람들이 살잖아요. 그중에 뭐 우크라이나 사람서부터 티베트, 러시아, 필리핀 이렇게 많은 사람들이 찾아와 주시고 또 대부분 저희한테 온 사람들이 애터미를 들어본 적도 없는 사람들이 많았고 그래서 그 애터미를 알리는 것에 더욱더 집중을 했었습니다.
And so because Canada is such a diverse country, we had a lot of different national members coming to join us and visit us. That's from people from Tibet or Russia or Ukraine. And a majority of them never heard of Atomy before. So we spent a lot of time teaching them and sharing them about Atomy.
백만갑을 하기 전에 저희 목표가 하루에 10명 가입시키는 것이었는데 첫날 우리가 회원 가입을 무려 8명이나 가입을 시켰습니다.
And so for our goal for the Go Meets 100, we wanted to sign up at least 10 people per day. And on the first day, we were able to get very close and sign up at least 8 people.
이 중에 여기 식당 파트너 사장님의 건물주이신 제키라는 사람을 가입시키고 바로 그 자리에서 그 제키 분이 애터미 주문을 해주셨어요.
And so we even had the owner of the building of the restaurant my partner works in, who's Jackie, and she even joined as a member and bought a few products herself.
하루 목표 10명 중에 8명을 가입을 시켜서 우리가 생각한 만큼은 아니었지만 그래도 80%를 달성해서 많은 희망을 보았습니다.
And because we were able to reach at least 80% of our goal for the day, it gave us a lot of confidence.
보시는 것처럼 이렇게 첫날은 날씨가 너무 좋아서 이렇게 파라솔을 펴고 이렇게 했는데 그 다음 날이 조금 문제였어요. 그 다음 날서부터는 일단 날씨가 너무너무 추웠고 바람에 이렇게 비가 지금 보이진 않지만 비가 이렇게 많이 흩날렸어요. 그래서 좀 힘들었습니다.
And so the first day we had such a great weather. We even had our parasol open, But on the second day, it was very cold and very windy and a lot of rain that day as well. So it was very difficult that day.
음, 정말 날씨가 최악의 상황이라서 이거 집에 가야 되나 말아야 되나 막 이런 생각이 들 정도로 조금 힘들었습니다.
And so because we had such a harsh weather, it made me even think that, oh, maybe we should just close up early and just go home.
하지만 생각을 조금 바꿔먹고 계속 우리는 멈출 수 없을 정도로 계속 그 자리에서 했었고 그리고 파트너와 소비자를 찾는 것에 더욱 그냥 집중을 했었습니다.
And so over the time of that day, I changed my mind and said that we should just focus on what we can and we shouldn't focus on the negative. And so we continue to focus on looking for new members and partners.
네, 제가 처음에 말했듯이 저는 새로운 사람을 만나는 것에 두려움과 그리고 낯가림이 있었는데 어느 순간 이 백만갑을 통해서 모든 것이 사라지고 지금은 애터미 애터미를 외치고 있더라고요.
And so, just like I said before, I was very introverted and scared to meet new people. But when I started looking back after the few days, I was already able to overcome a lot of that and starting to shout Atomy to others.
우리는 캐나다 애터미에 우리 팀이 새로운 역사를 쓰려고 합니다.
And so our team is going to write a new history for network marketing in Canada.
올해 2024년도 목표는 캐나다 회원 10,000명을 가입시키는 것이니까 모두 기대해 주시고 마지막으로 영상 하나 보겠습니다.
And so our goal for 2024 is to sign up at least $1,000 people, and that is our goal.
Not 1,000, 10,000 people.
Oh, sorry, 10,000 people.
네, 여러분도 또 그리고 저도 열정을 다해서 애터미를 다 함께 노력해 보는 것은 어떠십니까?
And so I want to say, just like this, why don't we all put in the effort for all of us to reach our goals?
네, See you at the top. 감사합니다.
And so once again, see you guys all at the top. Thank you so much. And so thank you so much for that amazing Go Meet 100 speech from our sales master, Lisa. If we can give another big round of applause and just wish her all the best in her continuous growth and challenge. And so now we'll be moving on to our next speaker who will be covering our basic marketing plan. And so let's give a big round of applause for our sales master, Luke.
All right, hello again. I'm back with the company introduction and marketing plan. Hopefully, you'll be able to learn a little bit more or at least understand kind of the way I was thinking of Atomy, maybe like this past few months. And in doing so, encourage you to expand in your growth in Atomy. So I'll start off by sharing my PowerPoint presentation and then we can move on. So just a quick introduction to the company and marketing plan, and going through certain little extra points involved so that maybe I can clear some things or focus on certain ideas, and then and reinforce certain things that I've understand about the business as well. So hopefully this will go well for you as well. So these are the 4 points I'm going to kind of try to cover. Go through the company introduction with the history and the kind of CEO story of how Atomy started, and then network marketing business and how Atomy is rewriting that, and how Atomy is changing the standard of what network marketing is. And then, of course, the marketing plan, understanding their compensation, kind of going through a little bit of the calculation part with PV and stuff like that, and understanding the system that Atomy kind of runs with. Of course, last is the possibility, how Atomy is kind of moving forward at this stage and what we can do to move forward. And as you already heard, our sales master, Lisa, she's moving forward with the Goal 100, and that is one of the process of creating the possibility in Atomy. So let's go through some brief history with the Atomy business, and then we can kind of understand kind of where Atomy is coming from, where Atomy is going, and how Atomy has grown. So of course, Atomy started back in 2009. That's around June, and that's where Atomy had access to some of the big products in our Atomy business, where HEMOM came around and the Six system was able to be introduced to the shopping mall. Of course, not a lot of you might not know the Six system, which is an old product, but Atomy, of course, utilizes and improves products, and as they go developing new technology, new ingredients for products. So the first branch opened where they entered into the foreign market was America. That was in 2010. In just a year's time, they expanded globally. And of course, 2011 expanded into more countries, Canada and Japan in that year. Of course, they have proven to show that their product is amazing. So the idea of going for rewards that many network marketing companies haven't accomplished. Of course, the IR52 Jangyang Award is one of them for the skincare, and other rewards came in as well with Sejang Award for the absolute set. But that's how Atomy has shown that the products are reliable. This is amazing products, and they want to showcase that through evidence and through technology and through proof. And so in 2013, Atomy hit 1.4 million 1.4 million members. And if you think about it, that's not a lot because currently we have like 15 million members in a short time. And so more people are joining on, and Atomy is still in its process of big growth. And of course, Atomy launched the Absolute set in 2017. And that was also the time when we had our first Imperial Master, showcasing that success was a possibility and people's dream were able to be accomplished because people were able to see proof now that Imperial Master was a possibility. And of course, understand that we have a role model now that we can follow through with and learn from. Of course, in 2020, opening up a big portion of the big markets in the global field, China, India open up where they're like 30% of the populations are, right? And so that became a big, important expansion of the global market. And of course, 2021, Atomy finally exceeded 2 trillion won, which overpassed the domestic market, which means they made more money in the foreign market than in Korea at this moment. So globalization has really picked up and shown the growth and expansion that Atomy has gone through. And of course, 2022, reaching top 10 in direct selling association. Now we are here today in 2024. Of course, we have gone through a lot way, and there's still more. Atomy is not just stationary. Atomy is moving forward, developing, improving as we go. And of course, the foundation of how Atomy is able to grow like this is because of the product based on absolute quality and absolute price. You heard Sales Master David about the product and how amazing the products are, and not just one product that's amazing. It's every single individual that follows the exact same standard in the Atomy shopping mall. Usually, absolute quality, absolute price is unheard of. It's not something you see on a current basis because most of the time what you hear is, oh, it's an amazing quality product. Oh, it must be expensive. Or, oh, if that cheap, oh, that must be low quality product. That's usually the kind of thing that you hear about products. But Atomy, of course, is flipping things around, changing the rules of thing and showing that what consumer want is something affordable and something that's amazing for their benefit. Atomy aims for the price to be reasonable, but the quality to be out above on top of what the price is worth as well. So that is what Atomy has as a foundation in Atomy's core structure that keeps the Atomy going, because Atomy is doing whatever they can to improve the products, whatever they can to make sure that the consumers are able to benefit absolutely from the amazing quality that they give you. And of course, understanding our chairman. Of course, our chairman has a long history and we can go into deep, but basically Atomy in the beginning was just started in a duck shop. And of course, duck in the duck restaurant, it was not an amazing duck restaurant. It's just a shabby old rundown restaurant. And of course, there were 17 to 18 people who met in that area in the beginning and started the Atomy business. Some people who were smart left, some people who just couldn't go anywhere stayed, and those are the people who were able to become successful. The owner of this duck restaurant, the shabby old duck restaurant, is the first imperial master of Atomy. And that shows you from difficult times, they were able to accomplish an amazing thing in Atomy. Of course, even during that time when our chairman was himself having a difficulty, he was able to dream of something bigger by encouraging and showing that there is possibility even in the 1%. And of course, with that, he values the individuals for them to become successful, understanding the company model, and of course, the cow philosophy versus the baby philosophy, understanding it's the baby philosophy where we develop customers to be able to grow, because if customers are able to be successful, of course, the company will be successful as well. Of course, going into network marketing, of course, this is the foundation that Atomy has built the business on. Utilizing network marketing principle and understanding what that is also an important thing. Of course, in this business, we are doing person to person. We're talking one-on-one or maybe one-on group as well, but it's someone to someone. We're talking to an individual. And we don't put something on a certain market and have them just shop around. We interact, we make a connection, and we network with them. And then through that connection, we're able to expand our business or work with the current network that we already have. And it's the idea of sharing this idea or the product or selling or that one-on-one. That is what network marketing is about. And of course, there's an aspect of recruiting as well that people might be kind of scared about as well, where we, depending on how much people we are able to gain, how much consumers we have, we can either target different levels of tiers or benefit in the company. Of course, another benefit of network marketing that people really enjoy is that there's a time flexibility. You're able to do it on your own time. You're able to do it on your own schedule. You're able to do it whenever you want to do it or however long you want to do it. And of course, that also depends on what you're accomplishing in the company as well. But what about Atomy? Atomy's style in network marketing is a little bit different because Atomy is combining online shopping mall with network marketing with a proper system and culture that backed behind all the individuals in Atomy. Online shopping mall is a website that you go on and you buy product. And if you think about it, you take away the commission, you take away the business idea, and just think of it as an Atomy store. There's nothing different than a regular shopping mall that you go on to online. Obviously, there's a membership requirement, but once you get into it, you shop online, you buy what you want, and there's nothing that holds you back. Obviously, you can get free shipping with certain limit, and that's the same with a lot of other stores as well. And so basically an online shopping mall, if a consumer goes into it, they're able to gain the benefit from the product just on their own, like that. There's nothing that kind of restricted outside of the membership. Of course, the culture is very important as well. A culture that focuses on customer success is a very different process than many other businesses as well. But usually, most businesses don't really care about their employees that much, to be honest. Their goal is to gain what benefits they can get from the individual and give back the benefit that they have. It's just kind of a mutual kind of contract they're abide by. But in Atomy, Atomy strives for you to become successful. That is the ultimate goal, and make sure the customer is the focus in the style of business. And of course, the system is very structured. It's a proper business. And with network marketing, it might not be this case for some people, but Atomy, as a network marketing, is a legalized company that's been approved. And with the model, obviously there were people who've done wrong things with this type of business, but that's the case with a lot of other business too. You can kind of see it. It's just that this is kind of more well known for their mistakes. But Atomy does it quite well, even in the recruiting standard. Atomy focuses on, and many leaders say, you look for consumers or you look for business people. Those are the two things that you're looking for. If you own your own business and you're hiring individuals, is that not what you're looking for? You're looking for certain people for certain roles. And of course, in those situations, they're applying to you, but most of the time, people are scouting other people as well. People go out and talk to people to find people with certain talents so that their business can improve. And of course, that is a similar style with Atomy, except we're not used to it. We're not used to just talking to random people. It's something we're not familiar with. But in a proper business style, there are a role for recruitment that people do, and they're hired to kind of be able to kind of clear out which individuals right for the company, which people will be able to grow, which people are able to do that. And that's why you target individual. And that is what the system Atomy is, targeting people who are consumers, targeting people who are business individuals to be part of the Atomy business and to benefit from whatever they're able to offer. And of course, there's a whole system behind it that makes the Atomy business run quite well. Of course, this is an advantage that Atomy has that maybe not other network marketing businesses will. The big point is free membership. So of course, there's a website that you have to have a membership for to access the product, but there's no cost of it. The down payment is zero for the access to the system. So you're able to start at zero and utilize the shopping mall as you see fit with whatever you want to buy, with whenever you want to buy, and wherever you want to buy is very important as we go into Global One ID. With this Global One ID, it allows you to access different parts of the world as well as expand your business globally as well. So your ID, my ID is in Canada, but I can shop technically in Korea, America, and different part of the world. Of course, the billing system will be a little bit different in those areas, but I'm able to use my ID and shop around in whatever places I am at. And of course, because of my global ID, I'm able to recruit people in different parts of the world without starting a new system or a new start for my business. And of course, amazing important if you're doing the business is the fair compensation system. Of course, Atomy, of course, starts with a binary system, unlimited levels, and of course, a ceiling cap that makes it fair and easy and functionable for people to become successful within the system. And of course, these are amazing points that Atomy stand alone, I believe, in on having these kind of points. And it's an amazing thing that we are able to have this access to this for sure. Of course, going into the compensation system. So commission breakdown is into 3 categories: general commission, mastership bonus, and of course, education commission. These are how the 35% of the total sales income that Atomy makes is distributed to the consumers who are making money through this system. Of course, let's go through general commission first. We won't go through education commission, but we will focus on general commission and mastership bonus today. So I'm going to go based on calculation in Canada for the cash value. So you can convert that into your own country currency to be able to kind of have a clear idea of how much that exactly is. So categorizing section, there's a personal PV where you have to accomplish this to gain the equivalent group PV for the equivalent benefit. So your personal PV is a permanent amount. So once you have it, it doesn't disappear. So it's a cumulative process. So once you hit 300,000, you can get group PV continuously. And then calculation for commission is done every single day. So you're able to get commission every single day. For the first level of general commission, there is no timeout. So you can take as long as you want to accomplish 300,000 left, 300,000 right. That's based on the group total. And of course, Atomy counts this group PV general commission through the point system. And each point has a certain value. Here in this case, each point will be $4.40. So that's how the calculation is done. Based on the calculation by the Atomy company, based on how much they make, how much commission, how much general commission, they're able to adjust the points PV value. So they're able to give more, give less based on the system, based on how much their money, how much they're making. So sometimes it might be 4.4, it might be 4.3, it might be a different number altogether, but Atomy is able to adjust that point PV system to allow for adjustment and benefit for the people. So if the company is making a lot of money, that cash value will go up and you'll be able to make more money. And that's kind of how it goes. And if there is a lower amount, Atomy is able to adjust the system to be able to make sure that the benefit is functionable and working and still maintained. And that's kind of how the system works. If you want to get to the next level of general commission, you got to accomplish that in a 1-day period. So obviously, if you have not reached 300,000 and you want to get 700,000 today, or whether it happens automatically, you'll have to do that on a 24-hour period between, of course, before you get 300,000 and until 700,000 PV for the second level, and so on until 50 million PV. Now, 50 million PV, that's the cap that Atomy has put in, so that many of the overflowing benefit will be pulled into point system or be able to distribute it to the members underneath you. This is a style of business that makes sure you're able to get to the finish line and share that benefit on the people, so other people can still be able to reach that high and final point as well. This is what Atomy aims for in the general commission system. Now, understanding general commission, your personal PV, of course, once you reach 200,000, you're eligible to get the benefit. Your PV, standard group PV for the first level, of course, can happen at any time. So yesterday's PV can be added on to today's, and then that will be a total of 300,000 on the left. For the right, it'll be last week that someone bought products of 150,000 PV, and then last month there was another 150,000 PV and 300,000. That means today I'll have a total balance of 300,000 on my left and 300,000 on my right, allowing me to get the first level of general commission. So this can happen in any level of your lineage. So it can be the first people, last people. It can be anyone in between as well. This is kind of how the system works with the unlimited levels. Doesn't matter where you have the individuals, you're able to gain the full benefit of the PV without losing on any. Of course, the next one is Mastership Bonus. Mastership Bonus is a 7-level system. And of course, starts at Sales Master, goes to Diamond, Sharon Rose, Star, Royal, Crown, and then Imperial Master. To become a Diamond Master, from Sales Master, it requires 2 Sales Masters on your left and right. To be a Sales Master, of course, requires a PV value of 2.5 million PV left and right in a 2-week period from the 1st to 15th to the 16th to the end of the month. So you can do this twice. You can get Mastership Bonus twice a month. So in this layout, kind of understanding kind of how we can visualize kind of this mastership. If you're thinking about it on a weekly basis on a 7-day period, taking a 6-day period because they don't do calculation for PV on Sundays. It's a rest day in for Atomy. In the 6-day period, if you're able to accomplish 4.2 times the commission of 300,000 left and 300,000 right, you're able to do this twice a week, or at least once a week. In the time period, you're able to become a sales master. So this is kind of how you can visualize how the sales master position work. If you're able to get commission 4 times a week, plus a little bit, you're able to aim to go into sales master. And that's how kind of the mastership kind of works. You function with general commission. You don't usually do it at one time. You function with a general commission, and then you grow into the sales master position by aiming for a weekly progress or automatic progress, of course, through challenges. There'll be certain attempts that you do at certain points. Now, another thing to understand is aiming for a certain position. I feel like understanding how challenge work might be a very important thing as well. Because if you think about it, in a 2-week period, if you aim for 5 commission in that 2 week, or you aim for here in Canada just to make $330, just to make $330 in a 2 week. Or if you think about that's like roughly $150 a week. If you make try to aim for $150 a week, about 2.5 commission per week, you're able to gain the benefit of $500. So not exactly a double benefit, but you're able to gain more than what you're aiming for. Now, if you look at it in a sales master perspective, you aim for only $528 here in Canada, or just let's say $500. By 2-week period, you're actually getting $1,000 just by dividing that into $250 a week, or 4 commission in a little bit every single week. You're able to gain $1,000 in benefit. So by sectioning out, by shrinking it into how much you're able to do, you're able to understand kind of the process that you're able to go for, and how going for a challenge is very important in aiming for more income. Because at a certain point as a sales master, your income is doubled after a certain amount. You may be making general commission once a week, twice a week, but as you do your challenge, you're able to increase that potentially to 1,000 by increasing that almost a double. But of course, that challenge is what's the idea. So whenever you fail a challenge, it's not a failure because you're aiming for only $528, but you didn't make it. You still got the commission or general commission or the general commission benefit there. But obviously, you try again, and when you reach 528, you get that extra bonus. And that is the goal in Atomy, to try again, step by step, every week, to make sure if it's aiming for auto sales master, to have that happen automatically and to make $1,000 or that extra double the bonus. That's why people encourage you to go into challenges, because that is where the money is at, where you're able to increase the benefit of your hard work, of the people that you talk to, the people that you work with, and increase this into something more. Of course, moving forward and wrapping up my presentation, Atomy is expanding continuously. We may not see it sometimes if we're not plugged into the system, we're not going into seminars or online information, but there are things that Atomy is doing to improve and grow the business. We have here the Global Ajamo. I'm pretty sure you may not have heard of this before, or maybe you have, but of course, this is a new system that Atomy is functioning with. As people from Korea know, Ajamo is available, but they might not know that Global Ajamo is kind of starting to open up. In a similar fashion to Global Ajimo, and they're utilizing products in Ajamo to be able to accessible for the global market. Obviously, it's on a kind of a test run in a sense. They have only certain items. They don't have the expansion that we will see in the normal Ajamo. But Atomy is growing. They're testing out, they're expanding, they're growing to make sure that consumers are able to access more stuff, more benefit, and to be able to enjoy more things in Atomy. Of course, Atomy is also not just standing still with the business. Atomy has expanded. Even here in Canada, new regions of seminar is opening up, and more people are attending those seminars than ever before. Even the current seminar that we went to, people were standing in the back all lined up because there were not enough seats, because there's so much people coming in to attend. And of course, Atomy is also moving forward in that sense. Atomy is still going. Atomy is still going strong. More people are looking to Atomy as we go on, and there's more people to find, and that is where we have Gold Sales Master. Many people are doing it, maybe people are challenging it. I have done a little bit of the Gold Sales Masters as well, and the experience that you get is there's a lot of people that don't know Atomy. There's so many people. Of course, walking around in a lot of Korean people who do know Atomy, and they just walk by. But some of the other people, the different types, different from different countries, from different nationalities, they don't have any clue what Atomy is. And many of them are curious. They're willing to talk. They're willing to listen. They're interested in kind of what everything is. If you just give them a chance, if you give them a greeting, things have many possibilities that they can go through. And of course, that is the model for the current system, to go for 100 people, because out of the 100 people, you don't know who will be your partner. You don't know who is interested in Atomy or who is wanting to have Atomy in their lives. So hopefully this encourages you and expands your understanding of the Atomy business, and hopefully you go with 100 people in mind, expanding your business for the growth of the Atomy business for yourself and for your success. So thank you very much for listening. I hope to see you at the top. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that amazing marketing plan explanation by our sales master Luke. If we can give another round of applause, thank you so much. And so yes, those are all some really detailed information we got there. Some of them is something we already know before, but as I say before, time and time again, Atomy, we are in a business for a reason, right? And so in order for us to do this business, we need to bear the burden of repetition, right? That's probably one of the hardest things in Atomy, I'd say, is to do things repetitively over and over and over and over again. But just like in any other job, you have to remember that Atomy is no different, right? If I get a job now at a convenience store right now, I'll do the same thing, right? I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth, I go there, I scan the register, scan products, and then check out customers, deal with mean customers, and then I go home. And then the next day I wake up and I do the same thing all over again, right? So what makes Atomy different? Not really. We still do the same thing. We do this same thing of going, attending meetings, learning, and then applying the things that we've learned to our business so that we can eventually grow our business to a level where we are now self-sufficient and making enough money so that we're not worried about financially, and then we can now then help our partners reach the same level, and do that in turn will also generate income for us, right? But then when does that start, right? Is that going to start tomorrow? Is that going to start next year, right? It all depends on your attitude towards the business, right? So don't wait until next year, don't wait until next month. Do it tomorrow, do it today, right? Start taking action for your future, for your sake, right? No one's going to tell you what to do in Atomy. And that's the unfortunate kind of truth. But I think it's a very much needed truth to learn, because we all have to take our own first steps in Atomy in order for us to succeed. And that all boils down to attending the seminars, right? So the first step is always attending the seminars, getting plugged in, right? Getting your partners to be plugged in, right? If they don't want to be plugged in, then that's their loss. And that's not something that you have to stress over, right? Personally, I think that there's going to be so many more people out there that are going to be willing to listen to what you have to say, willing to attend the seminars and be a part of the system, right? So if those people who don't want to be a part of the system, then that's okay, right? You can move on, find other people, because eventually maybe they'll realize that they've missed out on such a big opportunity, but it's still not too late, right? As long as they put in the efforts any time, right? We have many leaders who've overcome other leaders that were before them, and they're still there and still growing. So there's never a time it's too late to start Atomy, I think. And so once again, thank you so much for our amazing speakers. And so we're going to have our last speaker for today. She's going to share with us a little bit more about her Go Meet 100, and she is currently in China doing this. And so let's give a big round of applause and welcome our Star Master Myung-go, who is currently in China.
네, 안녕하세요. 아름다운 부자가 되어 나눔의 삶을 꿈꾸는 스타마스터 고미영입니다.
Hello, everyone. My name is Star Master Myung-go, dreaming of that wonderful, beautiful lifestyle.
저는 중국 흑룡강성 하얼빈에 와 있습니다.
So currently I'm in Harbin, China, at the moment.
오래전에 조선족 한국인이 한국에서 회원가입을 했고 중국의 오픈과 동시에 중국으로 코드를 옮겼습니다.
And so not too long or quite some time ago, I have a partner who is actually a Chinese born but living in Korea. And so she signed up in Korea at the time, but then she moved her account over to the Chinese server of Atomy. And now that Atomy has opened in China since 2020.
자, 중국은 한국과 캐나다, 미국과 다르게 사업자 등록증이 있어야만이 애터미에서 수입을 창출할 수 있습니다.
And so, unlike in other countries, China has a bit more of a different regulation. And when it comes to terms of opening your own Atomy business, if you want to start your Atomy business, you have to open and have a business license.
사업자 등록증이 있다라는 것은 세금 신고도 해야 하고 여러 가지 또 다른 일들이 있습니다.
And so when it comes to having a business license, you also have to file for taxes as a business and a few other hurdles.
애터미의 수입 그렇게 많지도 않고 이거 너무 번거롭고 귀찮아. 나 이제는 애터미 그냥 안 할 거야. 이렇게 이야기했어요.
And so they said that at the time, oh, I'm only receiving like a small amount from Atomy. So why do I have to jump through all these hurdles just to receive that $60?
하지만 중국의 이 큰 시장을 포기할 수 없었고 간간히 소식을 주고받으며 지냈습니다.
But I could not give up this amazing opportunity to enter the Chinese market. So I continued to keep in touch with that partner.
그런데 아무래도 소식을 주고받는 시간이 뜸해지고 얼굴에서 자주 보지 못하니까 좀 잊혀져 갔습니다.
And so unfortunately, over time, our communication started to dwindle and there was less and less talking, especially because she no longer lived here. So it became a bit harder to remember them.
그런데 어느 날 연락이 왔습니다.
But one day she contacted me.
내가 애터미를 제대로 해보고 싶다고.
And so that partner said that she wanted to actually work hard in Atomy.
그래서 제가 물었습니다. 왜 생각이 그렇게 바뀌셨습니까? 라고요.
And so I asked them, why did they change their mindset?
내가 애터미 그냥 제품이 좋아서 쓰기만 했을 뿐인데 간간히 수당이 들어오는 거죠.
And so they realized that, oh, I'm just using Atomy and I enjoy the products, but suddenly I had quite a few commissions come in.
예, 나의 노후는 점점 길어지는데 내가 조금 신경 써서 애터미를 다시 해본다면 이거 가능성이 있겠다라고 생각을 한 거죠.
And they realized that they are getting older and that they're getting closer to their retirement age, but they're not really making the money that they're satisfied with. And they realized that if I put in a little bit more work into Atomy, that I could potentially work and succeed.
본인의 생각이 바뀌니까 회원가입도 해가면서 또 한국에 있는 사람에게도 연락도 하면서 행동하는 모습이 보여졌습니다.
And because of their change in their mindset, everything else started to change around them. They started to take action, reaching out to people that they knew or people that they currently know in Korea and so forth.
이렇게 생각은 굉장히 중요합니다.
And so that's why the power of the mind is so important.
여러분들 오늘 우리 리사 사장님의 100만갑 운동 이런 거 보셨죠?
And so we saw today Sales Master Lisa's 100 Go Meet 100 challenge.
두려움을 무릅쓰고 나가서 하니까 되는 모습을 우리는 보았습니다.
And so we saw that someone who was in terms of fear and had a lot of fear in meeting people was able to overcome that and saw great change.
애터미가 된다고 생각하면 방법을 찾아서 움직이게 되어 있습니다.
And so if we think that we can truly succeed in Atomy, then we will find all kinds of methods in order to reach that success.
그래서 저도 이제 파트너를 돕기 위해서 지난 4월 20일 날 중국에 들어왔습니다.
And so in order to help my partner, I actually came into China last week around the 22nd and have been here since.
그래서 파트너와 함께 이제 지인들을 만나며 며칠 동안 활동했던 사항들을 잠시 소개하고자 합니다.
And so I would like to show a little bit more about how my business is progressing in China.
예, 짧은 동영상과 또 활동했던 모습들, 또 중국 석세스 현장에 직접 참석은 못했지만 석세스 현황들을 잠시 보여드리겠습니다.
So I'd like to share a little bit more, some short videos and the success in China, like Success Academy.
네, 공유 부탁드립니다. 이수덕장님. 넘겨야 될 것 같은데요. 계속 반복되고 있는데요.
네, 지금 넘겼습니다. 요
안
사진.
나오는데. 사진인가요? 예.
네.
자, 이제 첫날은 우리의 일이 관계 사업입니다. 아무래도 아는 사람을 찾아가서 만날 수밖에 없는데요. 대학교 동창생, 지금 중국에서 기업을 2개씩 운영하고 있는 맨 하단에 이 빨간 옷 입은 사람이 동창생이에요. 그런데 제가 처음에 갔을 때 마사지를 해보려고 하니까 하기 전에 본인이 내 피부가 뭐가 이렇게 많이 난다, 이런 그 문제점을 이야기했어요. 그래서 마사지를 이거 참 통역해야 되는데 여기까지 하겠습니다.
Yeah. So in Atomy, we are a network business, as you all know. And so it's all about meeting people we might know or potentially new people that others might know. And through that, we met this person here on the left who is one of our partners' university colleague. And I tried to do the massage for them. At the first time, they said that they had a lot of skin issues and a lot of things that appeared on their skin.
그래서 우리의 제품으로 이제 마사지를 폐까지 딱 하고 끝나고 나서 제가 일부러 피부를 다시 한번 만져봤더니 굉장히 많이 완화가 됐어요. 굉장히 놀랐고 그분 자신도 자신의 피부를 만지면서 정말 많이 완화가 됐다고 너무 만족해 하셨습니다.
And so we did the skincare routine, and then from there afterwards, her skin completely changed, and even for herself, she was very surprised.
그래서 이제 제품도 구매하고 또 그 이외에 다른 몇 가지의 제품도 구매를 하셨습니다.
And so she purchased a few other products, and even after that, she continued to purchase some other extra products.
그 다음 날에 전화가 왔습니다. 나 이 머리가 자꾸 빠져서 이 문제인데 뭐 좋은 거 없느냐라고요.
And so she called the next day and said that, I'm having some hair loss, and so is there anything that I can use that you would recommend?
그래서 요즘에 우리 인천의 파트너 중에 한 분이 샴푸와 생무단수, 해모임을 드시면서 머리가 굉장히 많이 난 그런 파트너 사장님이 계십니다.
And so we had a partner who currently is Incheon, living in Incheon, Korea, and they have had some hair loss issues, and so they've been using the hair tonic and the shampoo and so forth.
그 사진을 이렇게 이제 전송해 드렸더니 그 제품 빨리 좀 쓰고 싶다라고 또 주문이 들어왔습니다.
And so I shared with them the picture of that partner and their hair growth and how much they progressed in such a short time, and they were so surprised and asked them to quickly send that product as well.
네, 우리 모두가 알고 느끼듯이 애터미의 제품의 품질이 좋고 가격이 저렴하기 때문에 제품을 체험해 본 사람들은 굉장히 만족도가 높은 것을 여기에서도 느낄 수 있습니다.
And so just like how we've all used it and experienced it firsthand, Atomy has a great quality in terms of their products and that we don't have to worry about using and sharing it with others.
그 다음에 또 다른 이제 만난 분은 전직이 산부인과 의사셨는데요. 지금은 80대가 넘으셨어요.
And so another member we met was a doctor, and she is in the age of 80.
이제 제품을 듬뿍듬뿍 이렇게 발라주니까 이렇게 많이 바르냐 하면서 굉장히 놀라더라고요.
And so I applied a generous amount on her skin in terms of the product, and she was surprised at saying, "Oh, are you sure that you should be applying such a large amount?"
야, 다른 화장품은 이렇게 많이 바를 수도 없고 이렇게 여러 가지를 바를 수도 없습니다. 흡수가 안 되기 때문에. 그런데 지금 본인이 이렇게 많은 양을 이렇게 여러 가지를 바르지만 이게 다 흡수가 되고 있지 않습니까? 라고 얘기했죠.
And so I told her that, in other companies, you can't apply a large amount, or can you apply so many different products on the skin because it won't get properly absorbed. But I'm telling her that you're applying all these different products, but they're all getting properly absorbed into your skin.
그래서 그날은 이제 제품 구매는 이루어지지 않았고 굉장히 감사하면서 고맙다고 하면서 돌아가셨습니다.
And so that day, she didn't purchase anything in particular, but she thanked me and went back home.
이틀 후에 다시 연락 왔습니다. 나 그 화장품 마사지 다시 한번 받아보고 싶고 그 제품을 사고 싶은데 어떻게 하면 되느냐라고요.
And 2 days later, she messaged me saying that I want to, get another massage from you. And also, what can I do to purchase that product that you've used for me?
그래서 지금 내일 아침 일찍 만남이 약속되어 있고 이제 회원가입을 안내하고 그러면서 좀 저렴하게 살 수 있느냐라고 문의를 했기 때문에 회원가입을 안내하고 저렴하게 직접 사시라고 안내할 계획입니다.
And so tomorrow in the morning, I plan to meet them and tell them how they can sign up and purchase it themselves.
예, 제가 중국에 와서 보니까 한 중국은 퇴직이 이렇게 좀 50살에서 60살이면 다 퇴직을 하더라고요.
And so when I went to China, around 50 to 60 years of age is when people usually retire.
근데 노후의 삶이 길어지기 때문에 시간이 너무 많아요. 그래서 많이 그냥 놀고 이렇게 이렇게 시간을 보내고 있는데 이분들도 죽을 때까지 생필품은 소비해야 되기 때문에 이분들을 잘 이렇게 케어하면 좋은 성과가 일어나겠다라는 생각을 하게 됐습니다.
And so it came to mind that because the retirement is so long there, many people will feel bored just relaxing and playing at home, that they could all potentially join and do this business to make extra of money and value for their lives, and as well as have something else that they can enjoy doing after retirement.
제일 밑에 하단의 왼쪽 사진은 오늘 이제 만났던 사람인데요. 이분 역시도 여러 개의 가게를 운영하면서 아파트 10채를 가지고 있는 굉장한 부자였어요.
And so the person on the very bottom left here, we met them today, and she is someone that owns 10 different apartments in here.
우리 송 사장님과는 오래전부터 친구 사이였고요.
And with my partner, she's been a long-time friend with them.
그런데 이분은 제가 분명히 애터미를 알고 계실 겁니다라고 예측을 하고 나갔는데 역시나 알고 계셨고 회모임도 샀고 앱솔루트도 샀고 많이 샀는데 제대로 활용을 못했더라고요.
And so I thought that this person would for sure know about Atomy, and without a doubt, did know about it and had gotten to use Atomy's Hemoheme and Absolute, but never used it properly.
그래서 이제 이분 같은 경우는 요즘에 이 피부를 피부과에서 좀 만졌기 때문에 마사지를 할 수가 없었습니다. 그래서 제가 손등에다가 필링 젤만 이렇게 이제 좀 해드렸어요.
And because they recently got a facial care treatment from a shop, I didn't do any sort of massage service on them, but rather on the back of their hand, I just did a little peeling gel experience for them.
헤모임은 유통기한 2년이 지나서 다 버렸다고 하고 화장품은 처음에는 조금 바르다가 나중에는 그냥 발에 바르고 손에 바르고 이렇게 했다라고 하더라고요.
And so the Hemoheme, they passed the expiration date, so she just threw them all out, and she had some makeup left, and she didn't really enjoy or know how to use them, so she just applied it on her hands as lotion or moisturizer or on her feet.
그래서 제가 이렇게 말했습니다. 자, 이 화장품이 비싸지 않기 때문에 이거 별로일 거야 이런 생각 하셨지요? 하면서 지금 쓰고 계신 제품이 이 후 한국의 화장품 굉장히 비싸요. 후라든지 비싼 거 쓰고 계셨어요.
And so I told them that what they're thinking about Atomy, because their price is so cheap compared to other competitors, they think that, oh, it's also a cheap product or very low quality. But, and they're using a very high quality product, which is also very expensive currently.
그래서 이 제품에 대해서 다시 설명에 들어갔습니다. 한국원자력연구원 국책연구기관에서 개발했다. 해모임 이거 8년 걸렸다. 개인 기업은 이렇게 긴 시간 동안 연구비 때문에 연구할 수 없다. 그러나 국책기관이기 때문에 이렇게 8년 동안 세금으로 들여서 연구한 거다라고 힘주어서 강조했고요. 그랬더니 다시 회원가입하고 이제 물건도 직접 사기로 이렇게 약속했습니다.
And so I went on to explain deeper about the products and how this was all done through the research of the Government Research Institute in Korea. And this was all possible because the government was the one to fund these researches. And even though it took them 8 years plus to develop products like Hemoheme, they were able to create such an amazing product and all these different explanations. And I was able to tell them, and they were able to understand the value of Atomy and re-sign up afterwards.
정말 우리가 가지고 있는 이 제품은 너무나 품질이 좋고 저렴하기 때문에 우리에게는 최고의 무기가 될 것입니다.
And so the product that we have in hand is going to be our ultimate weapon because of how high quality and affordable it is.
여기서 보면 같은 얼굴이 군데군데 몇 개가 있어요. 왼쪽 하단에 이 붉은색빛 옷 입은 사람이 계속 사람을 이렇게 데리고 오고 있어요. 이분은 지금 뭐 자기가 사업한다고 생각하고 있지 않지만 사업자의 활동을 하고 있습니다.
And so, the person on the left, top left, and the red, she's the one that's been bringing in a lot of new partners and consumers, and they think that they're not really doing this business, but in fact that they are. Slowly but surely, they are doing this business.
네. 그래서 이분을 사업자로 잘 키워볼 생각이고요. 자, 다음은 이제 석세스 사진 한번 보겠습니다.
And so I want to guide that person to becoming a proper business owner. And so the next I want to talk about is the China's Success Academy.
예, 이번에 청두에 회장님이 오셨는데 정말 그 인간 띠를 해가면서 회장님을 이렇게 둘러싸서 보호하고 하는 모습을 보았습니다.
And so here we had a success seminar in the Chengdu, China, and here we have our chairman Hangil Park, who actually attended live there.
이곳에 10,000명 이상의 사람들이 모였습니다.
And so here we had at least a minimum of 10,000 or more members attending.
세일즈 마스터부터 크라운까지 승급자들도 굉장히 많이 나왔습니다.
And in the Success Academy, many new sales masters and crown masters even were announced.
중국 법인에서는 3월과 4월 2달 동안 판매사를 하면 50만 원을 더 주는 프로모션이 있었습니다.
And in the China's headquarters, they had a promotion. If you were able to achieve it, then you gain an extra 400 plus.
그런데 우리는 이 정보를 듣지 못해서 판매사를 안 했고 세미에서 그쳤습니다.
And so because we did not listen or able to receive this information ahead of time, unfortunately, we stopped at just a semi-sales master.
오늘 다른 그 센터장을 통해서 이 소식을 듣고 너무 아쉬웠습니다. 조금만 더 했으면 판매사 할 수 있었는데.
And so we heard this from another center owner, and so we felt a bit that unfortunate that we weren't able to reach the sales master because we were very close.
그래서 정보는 이만큼 중요합니다. 다 같이 애터미 사업을 하고 있지만 누구는 이 정보를 들어서 조금 더 해서 50만 원 더 받고 누구는 정보를 듣지 못해서 이 50만 원을 놓쳐버리는 이런 경우가 있죠.
And so I truly think that information is power in this business. And so some people who've known that information would work that extra mileage and receive that extra $500, while others who didn't know would have missed out on that opportunity.
그래서 회사가 주관하는 세미나라든지 스폰서님이 주관하는 라인 미팅이라든지 이 세미나 참석이 굉장히 중요한 것을 다시 한번 이야기하고 싶습니다.
And that's why I want to stress the importance of attending your seminars, whether that be your line meetings that were done by your sponsors or success academies such as these ones.
네, 우리 송 사장님이 이제 목표를 세우더라고요. 나는 올해 100만 원 수익 목표를 갖겠다.
And so my business partner started to set a goal that they're going to make at least $1,000 this month.
그래서 정말 하고자 하니까 이제 이 빛이 보여지는 것을 느끼는 것 같아요.
And so I think that just by doing this, we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
전 세계 소비자를 모집할 수 있고 어차피 써야 할 생필품 소비하면서 돈 버는 이런 일은 애터미밖에 없습니다.
And so we are all required to use all these daily essentials. And I don't think there's any company out there that does it as great as Atomy does.
우리가 만난 이 애터미는 우리의 삶을 변화시켜줄 최고의 도구가 될 것입니다.
And so Atomy is the ultimate tool that is going to change our life.
포기하지 마시고 끝까지 하셔서 정상에서 만나십시다. See you at the top.
And
감사합니다.
so please don't give up and always strive to do your best until we all reach the top together. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for that amazing Go Meets 100 China lecture by our Star Master. If we can give another round of applause for that. Really great to see how powerful that was, that she went there herself and experienced that. And I think that it's something that we all have to, I think, do. And I especially definitely agree with what she said in the beginning about how, everything is a mindset, right? If we put our mindset to it, then we can achieve a lot more. And I recently felt more in tune with that because I've been reading a book that I've really enjoyed reading so recently, which is called In Winning in Mind. If you haven't read it before, please do. I recommend checking it out. It's a little bit more about a brief backstory that the writer, he was an Olympic athlete before, and then he's writing this book on how to control your mindset in order for you to achieve the winning, right? And in order for us to win, many people focus on only the goals, right? I'm going to reach the sales master. I'm going to reach Imperial Master. But we forget and neglect the process, right? And I'd say the process is even more important than the goal. And when you focus on the process, then you'll naturally end up at the goal before you realize. And many people forget and they only focus on doing the process. Oh, I'm going to do this for the process. I'm going to do that for the goal and so forth. And then we start to stray and not take actions needed towards our goals, right? And so I think it's very important that we focus on those things and taking those steps day by day and planning those out, right? And so, for the example for me, it's like, oh, if I'm going to, like, let's say, read this book, right? And the goal is to finish reading the book, right? Then what do? Then I have to say that, okay, my process is I'm going to read one chapter a day. One chapter a day, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna digest it, write notes about it, right? And that's the process we need to take. And then sooner or later, I'm going to be at the goal, which is my goal is to finish the book, right? And I won't be focused on finishing the book because my process will be taking up majority of my time and actions. And so I think that's great things to do, and that is something that's part of our life scenario, right? We all put it down on our life scenario to do all these things, and we also do it on our 8 core, right? And so putting those things into action might seem obsolete, but in the long term, I can assure you that they're going to help you develop yourselves into becoming better leaders and better business owners for your Atomy business. And so thank you so much for joining us all today. I know that we did go a little bit over time, but I think that we had to cover a few different things, and it was a great, I think, meeting for that as well. And so today we're going to just end it off now with our company motto and then just take a quick picture. So if you can join us for that as well. And so if you could join me for the company motto. Okay, are you guys? Let's begin. Cherish the spirit,
Cherish the
Cherish
spirit,
create the vision,
create the vision,
Follow the
follow
faith,
the faith,
humility.
humility.
Acha,
Acha.
acha,
acha.
가자.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
okay. Take a
So yeah, if you could join us, if you have your cameras available, please open them and join us.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you so
Perfect.
much.
Thank
you,
you so
everybody.
much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you,
수고하셨습니다.
Diana. Thank you.
Have a
I
great
love
week.
you.
Bye.